Get out, right now. My father's voice sliced through the dinner table like shattered glass. The chandelier above him poured down cold light, hardening every edge of his clenched jaw and hollow eyes. You're nothing but a burden. We want to live without you. My mother didn't argue. She didn't even look at me. She just lifted her glass of wine, gave the faintest smile, and sipped. No defense, no hesitation, just silence. I rose slowly, my chair screeching against the polished floor. No words, no tears. I walked out into the night. That was the last time I saw them as parents. People think betrayal comes in one big blow, but it doesn't. It seeps in drop by drop, cutting small wounds until you're bleeding before you even notice. Looking back, I should have seen it sooner. It started with money. My savings account suddenly emptied. College is expensive, Dad had said. Family sacrifices, Mom added, stroking my hair. I trusted them. Then Grandma's inheritance disappeared too. The market crashed, they told me, and I swallowed it because kids aren't supposed to question. But the worst betrayal wasn't money. It was how they treated me. Every success ignored, every effort mocked. I was the family's scapegoat, their disappointment, their mistake. And they enjoyed reminding me. That dinner wasn't a heated moment. It was a performance. A script they'd written together. Throw me out, erase me, live lighter without me. But they overlooked one thing. I don't vanish. I wait. The night I left, I didn't cry. I sat in a cheap motel, staring at the ceiling. In that silence, something solid settled in me, like steel. If family bonds could be cut so easily, then I owed them nothing. If their love was conditional, then my loyalty would be too. I made my choice. I wouldn't beg, I wouldn't break, I would build, and when I was ready, I'd burn everything they cherished. The plan began with patience. I worked the jobs no one else wanted. I studied while no one watched. I built my name, brick by brick, in a city where no one knew who I was. Behind the scenes, I collected property deeds, business papers, tax records. Their perfect life was built on lies, shell companies, embezzled money, loans in my name. They hadn't just stolen from me, they had built their empire on me, and that would be the very noose around their neck. I didn't rush. I sent evidence piece by piece, emails to auditors, files to investigators, statements to prosecutors. Quiet, steady, deliberate. Meanwhile, they laughed at dinner tables, hosted parties, toasted their success. And I watched from the shadows, pulling the rope tighter. A week later, the call came. I was at work when a colleague walked in, phone in hand. Did you hear? Your parents are in serious trouble. I didn't flinch, didn't smile, didn't look surprised. I simply said, I know. Because this time, I was the one who wrote the script. Their fall wasn't loud, it was precise, almost surgical. First, their assets froze. Bank accounts drained by the state. Then came the headlines. Local couple charged in multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. Friends vanished overnight. Their names dragged across every courtroom, every paper. And then the final blow. The loans, the ones they'd taken in my name. Evidence proved they had stolen their own child's identity to keep up their lifestyle. No glass of wine could ever wash that stain away. I saw them one last time across a courtroom. Dad in a wrinkled suit, Mom in plain clothes stripped of her jewelry. No smiles now, no glasses lifted in fake triumph. When our eyes met, I didn't see guilt. I saw fear, the raw kind that comes when someone realizes the person they buried is the one digging their grave. Dad tried to speak. His lips shaped my name, but I turned away before I could hear it. I was finished listening. Do I regret what I did? No. Regret is for people who lose something. I didn't lose parents. I lost illusions. And when illusions burn, they leave only truth behind. The truth that family isn't always sacred. The truth that sometimes justice doesn't arrive on its own. You have to bring it yourself. They wanted life without me, and now they have it. In separate prison cells, miles apart, stripped of everything they worshipped. And me? I live free. No longer their burden, no longer their victim. I am their reminder. That the child they mocked, belittled, and discarded is the one who lit the match that burned down their empire. At that dinner table, they thought they wrote my ending, but endings are only beginnings in disguise. They thought they cut me out. What they really did was carve the space I needed to rise. And when the reckoning finally came, I didn't scream, I didn't celebrate, I didn't even smile. I just whispered the truth I had carried since the night they cast me aside. I know.